Should the Yankees trade Anthony Volpe? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Now, the reason why I'm even asking this question is because a lot of Yankees fans want this to happen. They want the Yankees to move on from Anthony Volpe. Now, do me a favor. Please listen to my opinion. Listen to what I have to say before saying, oh, your title, that's a bunch of crap. Just please, let's talk about it and listen to what I have to say. Now, Anthony Volpe this year, he's hitting .233, 9 home runs, 725 OPS, 41 RBI, 101 OPS plus. Volpe has been ice cold lately. He had one of these runs earlier on in the season. Right now, though, once again, ran into another one. Anthony Volpe last 28 days hitting .207, 633 OPS, 3 home runs, 10 RBI. Then if you want to crunch that even further, last 14 days hitting .180, 1 home run, 4 RBI with the .506 OPS. Then crunch that down even more, last 7 days, last 7 games, hitting .136 with a .481 OPS. Anthony Volpe is struggling mightily. When this kid struggles, he struggles. It's just, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It gets bad. He doesn't just struggle for a week and a half. He struggles for 3 or 4. He'll get hot for a week or two and then struggle for longer than that. That's not good. Now, when it comes to Anthony Volpe's defense, Volpe's okay. I know he has a lot of errors, but this year, 2 defensive runs saved, 0 outs above average, and you could be in the negatives there. You could have like a negative 12 outs above average. He's right there at 0, so that's okay. But Anthony Volpe on the base paths needs to get better, of course. However, if you think the Yankees could go out and upgrade over Anthony Volpe right now, please tell me who that player is. I'm begging you, please, because there isn't one. Kansas City's not trading Bobby Witt today. They're just not. He's going to be on that team until he opts out in like 5-6 years. That's what's going to happen. Now, as far as Anthony Volpe goes, like I said, very streaky player. But do I think the Yankees should trade him? Should move on from Anthony Volpe? No, I don't. Some people believe that the Yankees should promote George Lombard Jr. and have him play shortstop over Anthony Volpe. I think if you think that, once again, go get your head checked. Lombard Jr. down there at Somerset just turned 20 years old like 3 weeks ago. Lombard Jr. down there at Somerset, hitting .221, 2 home runs, 14 RBI with a .681 OPS. He's not exactly setting the world on fire down there in AA to warrant a promotion. He's not. He'll probably spend the rest of the season in AA and then start next year in AA. That's what's most likely going to happen. I don't foresee, unless he goes on an absolute tear, I don't see him even being on the opening day roster in 2026. I don't. Give the kid time. But there are people who are calling for Anthony Volpe's head and saying, bring up Lombard Jr. He's not ready. He's not ready. A .681 OPS down there in AA? We're crying about Anthony Volpe's .725 OPS right now. You think bringing up a .681 OPS is going to do the shortstop position justice for the Yankees? No, it's not. It's not. Now, I think if you're upset with Anthony Volpe, truthfully, I don't blame you. It gets a little frustrating. It does. When you expect a guy who was once upon a time a top 5 prospect in Major League Baseball, you expect him just to play a little better and have at least more consistency. But at the same time, you want him out of here because of his struggles. Okay, that's your opinion. But you want him out of here for a kid who's in AA right now that's not even close to being ready for the major leagues. He's not close to being ready for that. If you want to take his last 24 games, George Lombard Jr., hitting 231, 729 OPS. I mean, okay, keep him down there in AA. Just leave him. Don't bother with him. There's no shot that he comes up this season unless he goes on an absolute tear and hits like 500 for the rest of his time down there in Somerset. It's not going to happen. So calling for Anthony Volpe's head, saying, oh, we should move him, we should trade him. Okay, if you trade him, what are you trading him for? What are you getting? Are you getting his replacement? Because I sure hope so. The shortstop position is an incredibly tough position to field. It's hard. And you're expecting defense and offense out of him. And he's struggling offensively. Defense, he's okay. This has probably been his worst defensive year as a big leaguer, honestly. And it's not even that bad. On the bases, he needs to get better because that's the one weapon that Anthony Volpe has. And unfortunately, it's hasn't been very great this season. But to say that you want to move on from Anthony Volpe, well, then who's the shortstop? Please tell me. It's not George Lombard Jr. It's not him. Not yet. Maybe in 2 years, but not now. This is Anthony Volpe's spot. And who's to say Anthony Volpe just doesn't come to, just like he has a few times this season, and starts hitting the baseball? Who's to say that doesn't happen? Because it could happen. Baseball is such a long season. But right now from him, what I want, because last year at this time, he had decent numbers similar to the ones he has now. And then he ended the year with the 657 OPS. So what I need out of Anthony Volpe, me personally, what we need to see out of him, he needs to hold this OPS the entire season. And if he does, I'm okay with that. Is he a superstar? No, he's not. But he's an okay ball player. He's fine. He's a fine ball player. And if Anthony Volpe could bump that OPS up to 780, 800, I mean, he would have to go on a tear to do that. But if he did, that would be incredible. That's what Lindor does with the Mets. That would be fine with me if Anthony Volpe, more than fine, an 800 OPS. It would be great. But right now, we need to see what he does and not lose our patience with him just yet, because there still is time in the season. But I do understand if you're upset with him, because over the years, the Yankees have passed on some shortstops because we had him and Peraza in the organization. And look at Peraza. It's not good. So, should the Yankees trade Anthony Volpe? They shouldn't, because who are you getting then if you're trading him? They're going to keep him for the rest of the season. And if he finishes the year with a 730 OPS, he's the Yankee shortstop in 2026. Now, if he has a similar drop off to what he had last year, well, the Yankees are going to have to make some tough decisions. But as of right now, Anthony Volpe, give him a little bit of time, please. Just be a little patient with him. Now, as far as the Yankees go as a team, I want to talk about this. The American League East, it got really, really close. All of a sudden, it got really, really close. Only 2 games separate them and the Rays. 3.5 games separate them and the Blue Jays. 6 games separate the Yankees and the Red Sox. We have the Blue Jays going in to July. And that's a big opportunity for them to come in here and win 2 of 3 or sweep us and capitalize on the team struggling. Do I think that's going to happen? I mean, I sure hope so. But all I got to say is I was just looking up some information here. And just some people are nuts, man. I can't believe people really want George Lombard Jr. to replace Anthony Volpe. I know I tried to get off that topic, but I came across it just now, and I think it's insane. I think it's crazy. He's not ready yet. He is not ready yet. Don't know how many times I have to tell you. He's not ready yet. But listen, I want to know what you guys have to say down in the comments. My set, I'm working on it. As you could tell, got some spackle up here. I'm trying to do something a little different, so probably have to lower this shelf a tiny bit. Anyway, Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Joe, and until next time, signing out.